Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Corey Deagle, and it is my honor to serve as the member of the Legislative Assembly for Montague-Kilmuir. And it's also my pleasure to be your MC today and welcome all of you as we officially open the new Riverview Manor. I would like to thank Premier Dennis King, Minister of Veterans Affairs Lawrence McCauley, Minister of Health and Wellness James Elward, Minister of Transportation, Infrastructure and Energy Stephen Myers, and we also have Trish Altless here and Gord McNeely, who are both MLAs, Health PEI and CEO Denise Lewis Fleming, members of Health PEI's leadership team, members of the Riverview Manor project team and vendors, Riverview Manor staff, residents and their families, community partners and stakeholders, and members of the media for joining us. And sorry as well, we also have Mayor of Three Rivers, Eddie McCauley, and I see councillors Debbie Johnson and Ronnie Nicholson as well. I hope I didn't miss anyone. And an immense amount of hard work has gone on behind the scenes to bring us to this point today. This is truly an exciting day for our residents, their families, and our staff. And I would like to take a moment to recognize Riverview Manor staff specifically for their unwavering commitment to delivering high-quality care to our residents. I'd now like to invite Premier King to say a few words.
Well, thank you, Corey, and thank everybody for being here. Minister McCauley, it's always nice to be here when you're here with the federal envelope, and she's fairly thick this time of year with the election looming, so it's great to see you. MLAs Stephen and James and Corey, Trish Altas, who has family roots down in this area, so it's a bit of a homecoming for Trish, and Gord McNeely, of course, all of the dignitaries, my friend Ed McCauley, the Mayor of Three Rivers, who's doing his best to keep the new Premier out of the newspaper, so I appreciate that very much. Keep up the good work. And all of the staff, of course, of the manor and the residents and all of those interested in our community. Thanks for being here. It's a great pleasure to be here today in my home county to officially participate in the opening of this beautiful new facility. Staff, guests, and of course the residents of the manor, welcome to all. It's a great day for celebration, and what a very, very impressive facility this is. It's been a long time coming, but it's now complete and ready for the residents to enjoy. I think it's important to give a tip of the hat to not just the senior staff and health who have done amazing work in the planning of this, but the former government, Ministers Mitchell and Premier McLaughlin and others who paved the way for this. So it's important we give them the credit where it's due. We wouldn't be here today without that commitment and that drive. So certainly thanks very much for that. Our government is committed to providing the highest quality long-term care to island seniors, and so that they have services and comfort that they deserve in an atmosphere like this where they can feel at home. Local seniors, their family members, healthcare workers, and the entire community will benefit from this new home. And we just had a bit of a tour. It's really impressive the way that it's laid out. There really is a home feel to this. There doesn't feel like this is some kind of institution. It does feel very much at home. So for all of those people who played a role in designing this, a tip of the hat to all of you, because it really, really is impressive. As the Premier of Prince Edward Island, I want our seniors to know that they're appreciated and that their health and well-being are important not just to me, but to our entire government. What is at the core of our mandate is providing islanders with a government that puts people at the heart of all the decisions, and certainly this is evidence of that former and going forward. We will act knowing that the choices we make have an impact on mothers and fathers, children and grandchildren, and neighbors and all fellow islanders. We care about the impact of those decisions, and our aspiration is to give all islanders every possible opportunity to be happy, healthy, and successful. Opening this multi-million-dollar facility in partnership with so many people, including the federal government, and we do joke a little bit about that envelope, Mr. McCauley, but it is important that you're at that cabinet table to make sure that islanders are getting their fair share. So thank you very much for that. But this is more than just bricks and mortar. This is about caring for our seniors and providing a home where they can receive respect, dignity, and a quality of life that they deserve. We always have to remember that the seniors have paved the way to where we are as a province right now, and they've built the foundation that we're enjoying this incredible success. So we have to remember that, honor that, and appreciate that. One person that I'd like to recognize for providing that kind of care to seniors is Kathy King, my sister-in-law, who has done an amazing work and will participate in the ribbon cutting, and at 4 o'clock we'll go home and retire for the first time, or for the final time. So she's done and I think she would have probably liked to have this happen a couple weeks earlier, but we're certainly glad that you're here, and I know you won't be a stranger, but of course a sister-in-law of mine and someone who's dedicated the last 32 years of her life to nursing and to seniors and to improving the health of Islanders. So congratulations and enjoy your well-earned retirement. And it's the staff who make this building so much more than just a manor. The staff who are always here with a smile on their face, who are always so willing to lend a hand and to make sure our loved ones are looked after. That's really what this building is. It really is a collection of people who are dedicated so greatly and care so much about our seniors and doing everything they can to make this feel like, if not certainly their home away from home. So today is a great day for Kings County. It's a great day for Prince Edward Island. This is an example of what we can do by working together, and I encourage all to continue that, what we have done, keep building on this. Thank you all for coming out and enjoy this impressive facility and this wonderful day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Premier. I'd now invite Minister McCauley to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Corey, and indeed it is a pleasure to be here with Premier King and Minister Aylward and my God Almighty, Stephen. It's awful. MLAs, distinguished guests, it's a privilege indeed to be here and to be with Premier King and the new mayor of Three Rivers. Great to have you here too, and it's so. This is such an important thing, and I think right here, what really got me is that sign. This is us, and it is us. It's the people that's here, and that's what it's all about, to make sure that the quality of life is provided for seniors. The previous manor was opened in 1967. It provided an awful lot of great care for people over the years, and I'm sure there was some concern with some of the residents when the big move was made in order to come here and all that. But then when you come here and look at us, as the Premier said, it's hard to call him Premier, he's Dennis. But anyhow, I've heard trouble calling anybody anything, obviously, but whatever, it's it's without a question when you look at it. Kathy gave us such a tour, and to see the quality of life that you can have for people who truly need it, it's so wonderful. And you just, being around this business for a long time, it certainly puts a pride in my heart. This whole thing started, as Dennis said, a few years ago, and then we had a new health accord and a new infrastructure program, and we had to twist it a little bit, but we found a few $1 million, and that was so important for this project to go straight ahead. And that's what you need, is cooperation. Without any question, I have great cooperation with the new provincial government. It's a privilege to work with them, and we intend to work together in order to make sure that Prince Edward Island becomes more prosperous. And that's basically what we're sent here for, to make sure that we provide the quality of life for everybody, and we'll work hard to do that. Again, a pleasure to be here, and Stephen, I will remember you from now on. In fact, you have a fair input into something that's taking place in a week from today. In fact, so it's, I'm just telling you, there's a major announcement coming to St. Peter's Bay. And it is a big deal, and the provincial government is fully involved, but it's something that's going to be have a big influence in eastern Prince Edward Island. That's a week from today in the complex in St. Peter's. It's a step forward, and it's a very important step forward. So again, a pleasure to be here, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister McCauley. I now invite Minister Aylward to say a few words.
I don't know how to follow that one, Lawrence, you know? Oh, I'll try not to. I don't think you ever stir anything up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed my great pleasure to be here with you this afternoon and to be in this beautiful new home in Montague. Of course, I'd like to recognize Premier King, Minister McCauley, MLA and Minister, oh my God, Myers, Mayor McCauley, of course, MLAs Altus, McNeely, and MLA Corey Deagle, also our MC for today. Staff, residents, family, and guests, thank you for all being here today. I've been to the previous manor here in Montague many times, visiting friends and acquaintances, and one thing that's always resonated with me, when you talk to the residents, they talk about this being their home. They talk about the staff being part of their family. And I'm so proud of the staff that work throughout health and PEI all across the island, in particular in our manors, because you're so attentive to the needs of our seniors. And the seniors literally consider you part of their family. And that's what makes a home, is family. We all know and realize that. And this truly is a home. It's been designed using an approach to ensure it gives residents a feeling of comfort, safety, and community. Local seniors, their family members, healthcare workers, and the entire community will benefit from this modern, spacious building. I look forward to coming back and seeing this bright new space again after the residents have had more time to fully move in, to see the personal touches they add, and as they make this building their home. As Minister of Health, I want to thank our seniors for all that you've done throughout your life to make Prince Edward Island the great province it is. We are indebted to you, and thank you very much. And to the families, I've been where you are. I remember introducing my own parents to long-term care. It's not always easy, but I hope having a modern, comfortable, safe facility and home such as this with caring staff will make this transition easy for all involved. Thank you once again for all coming out today, and I echo the Premier when I say this is indeed a great day for Kings County. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Minister. And now I think it would be wonderful to hear from Kathy King today. And I'd like to invite her up to say a few words.
The Smarter King, did I hear that? Thank you all for coming. I'm not going to get anybody's name wrong, so I'll just say distinguished guests and visitors. The most honorable guests are, of course, my residents and my staff. It is a beautiful facility. We have waited a while for it. It's been a lot of work, but I've had a great team with me. I certainly didn't do it all by myself. My staff have been absolutely wonderful. They've stepped above and beyond, done countless hours extra, making sure that everything was as perfect and as ready as we could when our residents came through the door on Wednesday. And I have to tell you, one of our residents, she's nonverbal, and when she came through the door, her husband was standing inside the door, and I know he won't mind me sharing, but he just looked at her and he said, "Oh, my honey is here," and she just lit up like a Christmas tree. She was so excited to be here, and the fact that he met her at the door just meant so much. And that's what it really is. It's about being a home and feeling like it's a home, and you can come and visit and spend the time in the household, and it's just like a household. Staff are excited. We've got new equipment, and we've got the space to do what we need to do, and they're a terrific bunch, and I can't thank them enough. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kathy. For the residents of Riverview Manor and their families, this new long-term care home will have such a positive impact on their quality of life. As the MLA for this community, I want to say how much it means that we are seeing this beautiful new home opening. Our senior islanders have given so much to this island over their lives. It is only right that we provide supports that provide them with the best possible care and comfort possible in their home communities. Before we conclude, I would like to take a moment to recognize the designers and contractors who were involved in bringing this beautiful new home to fruition. The staff of the Department of Transportation, Infrastructure and Energy, and the many private companies involved in this project have done tremendous work. Again, thank you for coming today. Please stay and mingle and enjoy some refreshments that have been prepared by the folks from Inclusions East. And the media are now invited to take part in a photo opportunity followed by a tour of the new home. Thank you.